Good evening, everyone. Do we need to fix the camera at all?
No, looks like we're good. Yeah.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Niles and Sarah Takeover.
Hi, friends.
We are here without Tim.
Without Tim. We're rocking it, just you and I.
No Tim. So to start off, we're going to let you know that this is being recorded as a podcast. You can search for Video Guy on any of your favorite streaming service, including Apple now, and find us. Yeah. So what did you get up to this weekend?
This weekend, hung around the house, did a little bit on the four-wheeler, and kind of scouted out some of the next trees that I'm going to be chopping down on the property.
There you go.
Yeah. What about you?
I made bread.
Bread's good.
I made sourdough bread.
Sourdough bread's good.
And then found out that we need a new AC, or we needed to replace the control panel for our AC. And then the next day we found out that we have termites in our shed. And then today we realized that we have roof damage.
Yikes. Yeah, you had an eventful weekend. I was just chilling on a four-wheeler. Sounds like you really had something going on.
No, so the air conditioner was fixed Monday. Today we talked to the termite specialist, and then I noticed the roof while they were inspecting.
Yikes.
So tomorrow I need to find someone to do that. So we're having fun at the Davis household.
Yeah, that sounds like an eventful weekend.
Yeah. So, all right. Tim is gone. He is headed to Tennessee, so check him out. He might pop in, but he said he probably won't come on with us. He'll just be in the chat. Well, Mom will be in the chat for him.
Yeah, Tim said he was going to be listening.
Yeah. No pressure. All right. So next, membership.
Yeah.
So I got to find my links here. I don't usually do this part. If you would like to become a member, it is right there beside that subscribe button. You just click join and it'll give you all of the facts about the membership right there. Membership perks. Actually, if you're an iPhone user, apparently you don't have to do this anymore, but this is a way to join. You go to your web browser, request desktop browser, and that point you can see it, but I was actually told on iPhone you can now see it.
Really?
Yes.
Exciting news.
So I need to see an iPhone. I don't use iPhone. But membership content can be found under the community and membership tab, and sometimes on the homepage if you have it set up. Membership content includes special shorts that we give to you for, when we're on a trip.
Yep.
I think you've been in a few.
I've been in a few shorts.
Yeah.
I've been in a few member videos too.
Yes. In fact, you're a member.
Yeah, I am.
So we do special videos there. We do a live stream every Friday, and we do a lot walk every Saturday, most Saturdays. And then you get to see the videos 30 minutes before everyone else. So lots of perks there. In fact, including a new member packet. So if you join with us, send me your information. I'm actually going to make a Google Doc for that. So that way you can send me your information without having to email me. And it's all in the form, and it's put into my document for me.
That's cool.
So that way it's easier.
A little more streamlined.
Yes, thank you. Streamlined. So we'll be going live with that soon. But until then, just email me and we'll get you a new member packet sent out. Mail time.
Mail time.
You have mail.
I've got mail. No way.
This is the one from Alan.
No way. Alan, what's going on, dude? You're in the chat.
He's the one. He sent these to us. He said last week he was sending something for all of us.
Yeah.
Just a few stickers for you, Sarah Niles. You can look up the history of Minimus?
Yeah, I'm probably not the guy to ask to read.
Okay. Online, if you like, it's a great history. So you have a sticker.
Check that out. Look at this.
Thank you. Tim already got his to put on his cooler.
He's cool.
So we have a sticker. Your first sticker, Niles?
My first sticker. I'm not in the sticker game yet. This is it. That's so cool. Thank you so much.
You talk to him most weeks, don't you?
I do, yeah. We are in the chat quite often together.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So with memberships, we do a member shout out. I'm not used to being on this one.
I'm sorry. I took your spot.
Yeah. Did the tornadoes miss you folks? No tornadoes here, but my roof apparently has wind damage. So.
Your roof says otherwise.
Although I saw someone on my way to dropping the kids off, I saw a giant tree limb falling on a car. Like it just cracked. That car's totaled.
Yeah.
It crushed in the trunk. Everything. It's like sitting on the trunk is like the bumper's on the ground.
Crumpled beer can.
The bumper's on the ground. It is down.
Oh no.
It is bad. It's just sitting in the driveway.
I feel bad.
For about a week now.
That's tough. I mean, how do you move a tree in your car without moving the car, right?
Well, no, they moved the tree. They had someone come out and you cut away the tree. And then you have to have the car totaled.
Yeah, tow truck. That's tough. That's not a cheap endeavor.
So, yeah. All right. So we're gonna start off with our members. We gotta do our
member shout out.
Member introductions. And we'll start with Ridgeview. He is one of our moderators. This is actually our other moderator, Niles. So Ridgeview, Florida is loaded with pollen right now. Yep.
Oof, allergies are tough.
Allergies. So we also have Mabson. Look at that. Niles on the thumbnail. Nice. Elizabeth, evening everyone. Sarah, got your stickers yesterday, going on the cover this weekend. Woohoo.
That's cool.
I got my sticker wall. I need to post a picture. I made one of my windows a sticker wall. We have, let's see, our Quibido is here. I think you said you're taking the Maverick from your dealer now. I think he is.
I was going to say, I haven't heard.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're taking your dealer's Maverick because it's coming in.
That's a good thing. You need
that. Clearance roller meeting over early. I'm here on time. Woohoo!
Let's go.
Brian Foster, good evening from a gorgeous Southern California evening. Glad to hear you're feeling better, Ridgeview. Yes, we're glad to see you here and healthy and happy to be here. Remember he was sick last week?
Yeah. Top tier, back at 100%.
Yeah. We have Bucko and Mike M, who's going to be joining Dad in Tennessee. We have Alan. Hello, everyone from Pacific Northwest. Been chilly but sunny. Who else do we got here? Alan. Yep, there you are. Anthony Sparaccio. I think I answered your email. I'll check. Good evening, all. Good evening, Ridgeview. Hope you are all doing well. From Terry McGee. We also have Montauk. Hello, everyone. Spring has popped up, and my Maverick has arrived in Salina. I didn't realize his Maverick's here.
Really?
I'm gonna have to check on it.
Yeah, we're gonna need to go look on the lot.
It's with Lonnie.
Is it? Okay.
Yep.
That's right.
So if you have any aftermarket, talk to him.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have Mid-Coast Maine. Hello from the Maine coast.
All over the place.
Yes. That's what we love about this group.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there any other members in the chat? Let's see.
Henry is in Townsend right now. He's going to be meeting Tim there with his custom-built Baja Forged Bronco. We have Vols. A general sticker question. Where does everyone store their stickers so a sticker is ready to mail to another LM Maverick Bronco fan? Where does everyone store their stock so a sticker is ready to mail to another? Okay. So Tim has this thing. This lovely thing with stock numbers on it currently. And he usually has them here. He took them with him to Tennessee, so they are not here. But they usually sit right here for me to grab, although I do have a stock sitting at my desk for when I'm sending them out because Tim does not send out his own mail. I send it out.
Let's see, did that show up? Yeah, okay.
It
didn't show up on mine.
We have Gino. Good to see you live streaming. We have... I think that was everyone.
It looks like that's it. Is there any other members in the chat that we missed maybe?
Anyone else here?
We want to make sure we get them.
Ford View guy. Where do we put them? Oh, I think Tim puts his on his cooler.
Yeah, he's got a cooler and a cup, right?
Yes. I want to go back to that because where does everyone store their stock? So a sticker is ready to mail. He was asking where I store the stickers.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any protocol on like safe sticker keeping.
Yep. I am clear without the sniffles. Honey has been helping very much. Let's see. I feel like I need to move back a little bit so we're more even. Here. We're doing this.
There we go. That's all right. That's
good.
There
we go. That was messing with me. That's all. Hey, you didn't say what you were going to say.
Oh, howdy. Let's get rowdy.
That's okay. So I just told them where you store your stickers, Tim. All right. Tim has not made it to camp. He is headed there tonight. All right. So let's head into our next thing. So we did member shout outs. Merch. If you would like to support us, besides a membership, or the stickers that we have, you can also purchase merch. You can go to any of the videos and they actually show merch in a little bar underneath, or the link is down in the description tonight. In fact, I am wearing one of the polos. It's a 4th View guy. I now have 4 polos.
Sorry, I don't have any merch. I'm rocking a long Mac windbreaker. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. You aren't expected to have merch.
That's all right. I'm a member.
Yes.
That's what counts.
Yes, you are. Yeah, koozie.
Do you have? I'm not gonna lie. I think I have 2 koozies. I don't know how I got the first one, but I know where I got the second one.
I gave one to you.
Yeah, as a member.
Tim probably gave one to you when you started moderating.
I think so. Yeah, way back, because I think I was a moderator for a little while before I became a member, if my memory serves me correct.
Probably.
I think I got peer pressured by the chat to become a member at one point.
I think so. Yeah, they did that.
It happens like that, you know? It's a really persuasive crowd.
Yeah. Especially on the Fridays. We have fun.
Yeah, Friday live stream is actually pretty wild. So if you guys, if you need to be a little more rowdy, then definitely go Friday.
Is this a hostile takeover? No. I mean, are you hostile?
Not usually. Not usually.
All right, not hostile takeover. We're just taking over for the night.
Friendly takeover. We come in peace.
All right, so let's see. Recent videos. Tim posted that Maverick Monday talking about the allocation system and how it works, and how you might be able to find a Maverick using that system. Well, not you using that system, but the dealer using that system. Let's see. Maverick Monday. Bronco Raptor Black Appearance Package was released, and Tim did a video on that. And then the Mach-E numbers. Gonna tell you now, I don't know what that one is, but
Good
about
video.
Mach-E. Upcoming videos. The Lightning Bolt.
Yep.
Video.
Yeah.
Do I have that?
That is I think that's going to be a big video. That's one of my favorite trucks that we build here at Long McArthur.
Yes.
One of our signature series.
Now, where did you share that to?
That's a good question. I know Tim and Blake had worked on that video, so I don't.
Yeah. Where did you share the drone footage?
I think Tim had that in the Google Drive. It should be After Hours with Aftermarket is the name of the folder.
There we go.
And then it should be.
Okay. Yeah. So the Lightning Bolt is big. We've been making that for what, 10 years?
Somewhere around there.
I think
yeah.
Blake said 10 model years.
I was going to say it's been before my time. So, and I've been here just shy of 5 years.
They started making that about the time that Lebo and I purchased ours. Because I think Derek saw ours and liked it.
I was like, hey, let's
bring this back. Because at that time they were like doing the High Boy and the other like vintage look.
Retro stuff.
So they brought back the Lightning Bolt. Because I remember I said, well, you can borrow my Lightning Bolt to put one up against each other at the show.
Yeah.
Because they showed it at the Blacktop Classic. So
yeah. One of my favorite builds. That's a 2-door regular cab F-150, 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive, depending on how you want to orient it. We do a 4-6 drop, so 4 inches lowered in the front, 6 inches lowered in the rear. Seat swap. So we do, instead of like the normal XL cloth or the vinyl that comes in that, we do swap over to a suede insert with leather bolsters, and we do an embroidery in the seat back. One of the more rowdy, I love saying rowdy, one of the more crazy builds that we end up doing, and a lot of people really like that look. It's well sought after.
Yeah. So we have in that video. Mm-hmm. We also talked about the expansion, and Niles did a cool fly through, so I thought I would share that with y'all.
Got some drone footage of it.
Let's see if he downloaded it.
Kind of sad. Tim said the expansion videos and the branding videos.
Yeah, that's in that folder. I was just gonna do the drone footage. Here.
Check this out. Yeah. Come right on in. This is the new expansion. So you're looking at a Bronco Raptor, an RTR Mustang. Hit this corner, and there is the single cab short bed lowered Lightning Bolt from Long McArthur Performance. One of my absolute favorite trucks. Just so rowdy, just so aggressive looking. Yeah, there's our new shop. Got to do a nice fly through. Believe it or not, they're letting me fly the drone indoors now. Pretty exciting.
Well, I think they saw our intro and they're like, well, we know he can do it.
Yeah, I can't say I can't do it anymore.
No. So, yeah, we got that going. We that will be released next week. And then Bronco Supercell, he might do a couple of videos for us and post them. Probably most definitely a member video will be out. But yeah. So, and then channels we support. We have a few channels that we support here. A few of which are members. Ultra Nation with Ali Dubois. They're great. We also have, they're down in the description.
I was going to say Ultra Nation and all those guys.
Ultra Nation. We have RagnarCon has a nice channel. You know, for some reason, I'm blanking right now.
There's quite a few of them. It's probably hard to remember such a long list. We got a lot of friends.
Yeah. But Dave and Kelly on All Terrain Nation are wonderful. And Allie hops in on the Bronco Talk and helps them out. They're wonderful. Yeah. So there's a bunch of them.
Really
Head
big
on down
community.
to the description and you can find them all there. Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. I was thinking, I was like, what's this channel called? Thank you, Douglas. Thank you. Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. If you have any Canada car market questions, he's the one to ask. So, all right. On to my good dealer moment, which I have to pull up from my own.
Yeah, sorry guys, I took her spot. You might have to. There might be a few hiccups like that. But to go back in the chat here, Clarence Roller was asking, "What is the favorite aftermarket add-on for Mavericks?"
Ooh, good question.
That is a great question. And to get on that real quick while you find that, Clarence, I think the thing that I talk to people the most when on Mavericks is probably be a bed cover. As you know, there's a lot of different options as far as like the rolling and the folding. And the place that I think that gets the most fun is where you go into the Retrax branded cover, like the roll and lock, where you have the T-slot rails. You can add a tent, you can add the rack system, and you still have access to the bed cover in the bed of the truck and still able to add more on there. So I think if I was to look at a Maverick and figure out how I could accessorize it the most, I would probably look towards the bed cover area. I think that's my favorite.
Yeah. If you go back to before Christmas, we actually have a video listing different aftermarket add-ons that you can buy and their price ranges.
Oh, yeah.
So tonight, let's get this going. Where's my banners? There it is. We have our good dealer highlight. All right. So tonight, it is Putnam Ford from San Mateo, California. I do not have a salesman's name, but they honored MSRP when ordering, had allocations, and got her Maverick in under 3 months. No games when paying for the Maverick. So, Putnam Ford in California, San Mateo, California. Go check them out.
That's cool. Love hearing about good dealers.
Yes, good dealers are wonderful. Who doesn't love a good dealer?
I mean, really. You got to have them.
All right. Now, Tim is not here, but he did record our scheduling notes. So let's get into that.
All right. So here we go. We're going to talk about scheduling information for this week. And we talk about scheduling. We're talking about the when you want to get your order scheduled for production date so they can get produced, get shipped, and to the dealer, and you can take delivery. So the first step, once you do that, or after you place that order, is to get it scheduled for production date. And so that's what we're talking about this week is what each of the different models, how they're scheduling, and anything that might cause it to not get scheduled or hold it up from getting scheduled. That's what we're going to talk about in this. And that's just information kind of given to dealers. If they're trying to get if they have allocations, try to use their allocations. We're going to talk about the different terms now. So let's jump into that. So we do this each week. So if you're watching the recording of this, go ahead and you can use that timestamp to flip ahead. If you're watching the live stream, just bear with us for just a little bit. So first off, the order bank. That is where the dealer places their stock in retail orders. So a retail order is a customer placed order. So if you are placing your order, that's if you go into your dealership, they don't have an inventory of what you're looking for. So then you try to place an order so you can get it built to your specifications. That would be a retail order. A stock order is an order placed by a dealer that they're figuring it's going to be stock inventory. They don't have a specific person in mind or already ordered for as basically a sold vehicle. It's just, hey, we think our customers would like these types of builds. They would place those stock orders. Now, a priority code is given to each of those orders. Retail order, that customer placed order, can be anywhere from a 03 to 19. I need to update this. I say that every week. And then stock orders are 20 to 80 for those. So the lower the better. So that's why a retail order is always looked at before a stock order with the same configuration. Got to mention that because if there's a retail order that has configuration that's in hard supply or has a constraint, then sometimes it can be overlooked for a stock one because of that. Scheduling, that's what we're talking about here, where Ford is trying to schedule those orders for those production dates. which production date is when the vehicle is going to be built. A lot of times they'll first get scheduled to the week, and then when it gets closer, they'll schedule it down to the actual day, and that will change periodically throughout that time frame while it's waiting. Allocation is needed. So an allocation is something that Ford uses, a terminology. They give allocations to the dealers to schedule their orders. So basically means that if a dealer doesn't have an allocation, that order can't get scheduled. So how that dealer gets those allocations is based on their sales volume. So if a dealer sells so many, they're going to get enough of those allocations. Now, that number can come down based on what inventory they have. So as long as they get the same allocations and they turn that much each month, so let's say for us, we get about 6 to 8 Bronco allocations a month. As long as we continue to sell 6 or 8, we'll never have more than 6 and 8 in inventory at a time. We'll continue to get that 6 or 8 each month, if that makes sense. So if a dealer in a situation like for us, we have 0 Maverick allocations this month, so we will not get any of our orders scheduled, our retail orders. Even though we have 17 available that need to get scheduled that are retail orders, we have 0 allocations. None of those will get scheduled this month. That's where it starts to get more difficult. Constraints, that is an option that might take to be in short supply or take longer to build. Could be because of supplier issues. It could be because of demand. So the capacity, which is the next one, affects that demand. So Ford will usually say, this is our capacity for each of the different trim levels and such. Based on that capacity, if the demand is higher, that's where we get that constraint. Or if the suppliers aren't coming through as much as they hope they could, that can also cause that problem there, the constraint. Job 1 and 2. So Ford will take their model year production run into 2 different runs, a job 1 and what they call a job 2. So if they want to make any changes or they need to make changes because of a supply issue, they'll do that halfway through the year and do that with a job 2. Some of the examples of that is recently with the F-150, the Pro Access tailgate was something that wasn't ready at the launch of at the model year, but halfway through the year, it was ready for production. So they were able to make that a job 2 change and introduce it into job 2. We're going to also see that with the Bronco here real shortly. Probably in here in a couple of weeks, they're going to be introducing job 2 to the Bronco as well, with some features that weren't available at the beginning of the model year. So, and then balance out, that is what an end of production run on a particular color. Sometimes the trim level will balance out, and then eventually the model will balance out at the end of the model year before going into the next model year. So there we go. That's all the terminology. So let's dive in and start talking about Mustang first. 24 model year Mustang. Order banks are open up for the Mustang right now. There's currently 699 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank for the Mustang. They are scheduling this week for the weeks of June 3rd through June 24th. They will be scheduling retail and stock orders on this batch. Last week, they tried scheduling all the retails they could. And then so if you had a retail order that didn't get scheduled, then either the dealer didn't have allocations or it was a certain configuration they couldn't build. So then they'll try to fill that in with stock. I did a really good video yesterday. You probably should check out on the Maverick that kind of breaks that down and shows you and kind of talks about how that would happen. All right. So it does say in here, to speed up scheduling for orders with the Night Pony package, we encourage the dealers to modify their orders by selecting the Shadow Black paint. So they're having a problem with the Shadow Black painted roof. So if the whole vehicle is painted black, it helps them schedule those out if you have the Night Pony package. So there you go. So that's one of the constraints that we're having. Limited availability for the tire 64R. That's the 19 by 9.5 in the front, 19 by 10 in the back. The tarnished, dark painted, low gloss alloy wheel. Exhausted availability for the Night Pony package and the black painted roof. Both for probably the same reason, the black painted roof. Also, exhaustive availability for the tire TCF option, which is a 235/50 ZR18 all-season tire that's included in the EcoBoost. So there you go. So now this is probably, I need to add this terminology to there, but limited availability versus exhausted. So limited means that there is some supply out there. Exhausted means there's virtually none out there, and not necessarily none for the future, but this is based just for this week. Sometimes we might see that option carry over from week to week, but a lot of times it's a supply issue. Like this here actually is a paint issue probably with that black painted roof, whereas that tire is actually a supplier issue. So they're not able to get, maybe they got behind on that, on their supply. So there you go. That's how that works. All right, moving on to the 24 model year Escape. Order banks are open up for all trim levels of the Escape, even the plug-in hybrid. There's currently 153 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank. Not that many. That's a very low number for model. They are scheduling this week for the weeks of 6/3 through 6/24, and they are scheduling both retail and stock orders this week. All right, that's all I have on that. 24 model year Bronco Sport. Order banks are open up for the Bronco Sport for about every trim level, including the Heritage Edition and the Freewheeling Edition. There's currently only 63 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank. 63, not that many. Those probably happened this week. They are scheduling for the weeks of 6/3 through 6/24, scheduling both retail and stock orders. That says main commit. Limited availability for the Big Ben series. Also, the convenience package, which is optional on the Big Ben and freewheeling, as well as the tire T7R, which is the 225/65 R17 all-season tire that's standard on the Big Ben. That's probably why the Big Ben trim in general is limited right there. And then exhaust availability for the tire T7F, which is the 235/65 R17 all-terrain off-road tire that's optional on the Badlands. So you might want to go with that standard one if you want to get scheduled. And then also the wheel 64T, the 17-inch carbonized gray high gloss alloy that's standard on the Big Ben. So now we're kind of, when you see these different options, so some that are exhausted, some are limited, it shows you why the Big Ben in general is limited. Is because, as we mentioned, the wheel is a supply issue, as well as the tire that goes with it is a supply issue, right? So that's why the Big Ben trim is a struggle. So other than that, you should be okay if you go with it. Something else than a different wheel, so that means a different trim, you should be okay. All right, next is the 24 model year Ranger. Order banks are open up for the Ranger. They are scheduled for the weeks of 6/3 through 6/24. And then there are currently 1,501 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank. And I do have a note in here that this week is job one balance out commitment for both retail and stock. So we're going to be seeing job two, and I haven't seen any changes for job two yet for the Ranger, but I think in really soon we're going to see that. And we're seeing job two on the Bronco coming up soon too. So they're both built at the same plant. So I'm really excited to see what those different changes are. We were told that the 2.7 liter engine might be available in the Ranger later in the year, late availability. We hope that is job two change. So hopefully maybe the 2.7 will be available on the Ranger real soon. Let's see what else. Just say those that have an allocation for Ranger Raptor but don't have a retail order, they're going to go ahead and load a basically what they call a sim, and that's an order put in the system for the dealer to fulfill that allocation. So if you're a dealer out there, you don't have a retail order, make sure you put that stock order in the way you want it to be built, and don't let Ford dictate that. Limited availability for the forged beadlock capable wheel, that's optional on the Raptor, as well as the advanced towing package, which is optional on the Lariat 4x4. So that's option 67X. Not all the advanced towing packages, just the one for the Lariat 4x4 looks like for some reason. So there you go. All right. Next is a 24 model year Bronco made at the same plant. Order banks are open up for about all trim levels with exception of the Heritage Limited and Heritage Edition. Those are balanced out. And they are scheduling for there's currently only 2,338 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank for the Bronco right now. So very few. And they are scheduling this week for the week of 6/3 to 6/24. This week is job one balance out as well. So that factory is balancing out this week. So from a main into stock and retail for this week. Now, if you currently have going to the Ranger as well as the Bronco, if you currently have an unscheduled retail order, that would be a job one order. It still can get ordered in job two. Some people are thinking that maybe that means that they have to reorder. No, you don't have to reorder. It just automatically at a certain point will shift over and say they'll basically at that point make all those job twos. And the only impact that makes for most builds, it won't really make an impact in general unless you want an option that is now finally available in Job 2, that you can go ahead and make that change and put it on your order. Like maybe if the 2.7 liter comes available in the in the Ranger, I should say, or on the Bronco, if maybe the painted hardtop comes out. We don't know. That is a possibility. I don't have any confirmation of that for sure, but there you go. Now, no availability this week for the 4-door Heritage Limited. And then, see, and that's different. Usually you have limited, exhausted. This is no availability. So they were not going to schedule any 4-door Heritage Limited, according to the notes. Exhaust availability for 43L. That's the hardtop molded in. So they were probably not going to schedule any hardtops or just a very small amount. They're going to focus in on soft top orders. So if you have a soft top order out there, that's going to be good for you. Now, next is the 24 model year Maverick. Order banks are open up for the Maverick for all trim levels and engine options. There's currently only 7,713 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank. Looks like they scheduled almost 4,000 of those for production last week in all retails. So they're always going to do retail first. Now, this week they are scheduling for the weeks of 6/3 through 6/24 for retail and stock scheduling. So there are dealers out there that don't have any retail orders, so they're getting stock orders scheduled. Yeah, like I said, watch the video yesterday that I did on the Maverick. That enlightens you a little bit on how things go in the way of scheduling, allocations, and why we'll see some stock ones being scheduled when there's still retail sitting in there unscheduled. Basically has to go with allocations. That's the big kicker there. All right, so limited availability on the Maverick for the tire 7 or T7R, I should say. That's the 225/65 R17 tire that is on the XL and XLT only. So that'll probably be a struggle to get those scheduled. They'll schedule some, but not a lot. And then exhaust availability for the XL. So probably what happened is last week they scheduled all the XLs, the retail XLs, and they filled all their slots last week. So probably if you have an XL that didn't get scheduled last week for retail order, you probably won't get scheduled the rest of this month. That would be my take on that. And they won't schedule any stock ones. So there you go. All right. Next is the 25 model year Explorer. Order banks are open up for the Explorer for the 25 model year. So that's a nice looking Explorer. There's currently 326 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank, so not that many there. And they are scheduling for the week of 6/3 through 6/24. They're scheduling both stock and retail orders this week. Limited availability for the 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine, as well as the 3.0 EcoBoost engine. That's the only two options. So anyway, they said also limited availability for the Active and the Platinum. Both 2-wheel drive and 4x4. Also limited availability for the 20-inch luster nickel painted aluminum wheel that's standard on the Platinum, as well as the 18-inch sparkle silver painted aluminum wheel that's standard on the Active, and the engine block heater, believe it or not, which is really weird. Exhaust availability for the ST line, so you probably won't see any of those scheduled, as well as the ST. And then also exhaust availability for the 21-inch dark alloy polished aluminum wheel that's included in the Ultimate package on the Platinum, as well as the 20-inch carbonized gray painted 10-spoke that's available on the Active 4x4. So there you go. All right, next is the 24 model year Expedition. Order banks are open up for the Expedition, so you can place those orders. There's currently only 572 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank for the Expedition model. They are scheduling this week for the weeks of 6/3 through 6/24. They're scheduling both retail and stock this week. Limited availability for the mahogany interior that's on the Limited, as well as the 20-inch 6-spoke gloss black painted wheel that's optional on the XLT, that's also included in the black accent package for the XLT. And then it says exhaust availability for the XL, that is actually fleet only anyway. So there you go. Next up, 24 model year Mach-E. Order banks are open up for all trim levels, including the GT. There's currently only 14 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank for the Mach-E. They scheduled most of them last week, and that might be just based on allocation in general. They are scheduled this week for the weeks of 6/3 through 6/24. And this week is job 1 balance out. So then they'll be moving to job 2. So there you go. That's all I have for that, Mach-E. Nothing, not too important there. All right. Next one up is always the long one. It's the 24 model year Super Duty. Order banks are open up for the Super Duty right now. There's currently 13,976 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank. That number's coming down drastically this month. It was at 20,000 just 2 weeks ago, which is pretty awesome to see that come down. They are scheduling at the Kentucky truck plant this week for the week of 5/13, and at the Ohio truck plant for the week of 6/10. And then it does say some of the same notes as last week. So they need some orders, and they need some F250 and 350 XL and XLT orders with the 6.8 liter engine without the fifth wheel without the standard heavy duty alternator and the fifth wheel gooseneck hitch prep package. It's okay if they have just the alternator, but if you try to have both, then that's going to be a problem. And then also they're needing orders for the 7.3 liter pickup orders without the fifth wheel gooseneck hitch prep package. So that fifth wheel hitch prep package, they're kind of saving that for the upper trim levels. So there you go. All right. And then what else? 24 model year XL 6.8 gas Super Duty pickups will be excluded from the wholesale availability formula. So normally dealers get dinged a little bit if they don't sell it within 75 days. On the 6.8 liter motors, they're giving them 120 days to sell those. Also, they need some spray and bed liners to keep the plant going there. They'll take those off site to the spray and bed liner plant, and they have a capacity of 28 to 32%, and they are well below that in orders. So they're saying, go ahead and put those on there. You should be okay. All right, limited availability for the following options: the 6.7 liter high output diesel engine, which actually hadn't been on here for a while and is back on. Limited availability for the limited King Ranch and XL series, which is, I think, is kind of weird. 4x4. Actually, I think that's there's something missing from that one, so I'll omit that. I think it's supposed to be the 4x4 front Dano axle that's available on the 450 and 550. The LED projector headlights, which is available on the limited and it says premium. Maybe that's supposed to be platinum. The TGK tire, the 225/70R 19.5 G tire, that's on for the 4x4, that's optional on the 450 and 550 chassis cab, as well as that the tire TGM, which is the 225/70R 19.5 G, that's on the 2-wheel drive 450s and 550 chassis cabs as well. And then the 4x4 front axle that's available on the 450 and 550 is limited, as well as a max recline seat. That's option 90M. So that one that's standard on the limited, optional on the Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum, as well as a 203-inch wheelbase, a fuel tank with the low sulfur diesel fuel. That's option 98L. And then option 15K, fifth wheel hitch kit. That's not. That is basically, I think it's not available. It says on the King Ranch, Platinum, and Limited. So that's not optional on those. So it's standard on those. Anyway, fifth wheel hitch kit. So that's different than the prep package. The hitch kit is also a constraint there. So there you go. All right. That's that. 24 model year F-150. Order banks are open up this week for the F-150. There's currently 5,362 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank for the F-150. They are scheduled this week for the week of 6/3. So there you go. They are needing some base Raptor orders. So if you have an allocation, if you don't have a retail order, they're going to put in some orders for you or for the dealers that need those, and they're going to make them base. So there you go. And it also says orders required with a tow haul package, option 53T, in any of the max trailer tow axles. So if to get an order with the max trailer, the tow haul package, I should say, does require either XL5, which is a 355 max tow electronic locking axle, or XL7, which is a 373 max tow electronic locking axle. So you need one of those if you want the tow haul package. So it requires electronic locking. All right. Next is the 24 model year Transit. Order banks are open up for the Transit. They are taking orders. There's currently 6,284 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank for the Transit. They are scheduled this week for the week of 6/3 and the week of 6/10. This is job one balance out as well for this week, and limited availability for the E-Transit as well as the 5th row double seat. That's it, man. They took a lot of they used a lot more on the Transit than that, but they took those off. So that is the scheduling for this week. So hopefully you guys have great luck getting your order scheduled. And if you're watching the recorded version from Wednesday of this, drop your questions down below in the comments, and we'll try to reply to those as quickly as we can. If you're watching the live stream, I got Sarah and Niles here to help answer any of those questions you have on scheduling. Sarah's pretty up to speed on that, so we'll take you back to her.
Okay, definitely not.
We're working some things out. We're getting things figured out here.
Definitely not as smooth. All right, so I did have one scheduling note. I was hoping my December order for my F-150 Lariat Power Boost would be scheduled for sure last week, but wasn't. Does that mean I will have to wait until the next month? It depends. F-150 is usually scheduling each and every week. It depends on what your dealer has for allocations, all of those different things, but mainly what your dealer has for allocations, how many orders they have, so on and so forth. Hopefully you get scheduled soon, but like I said, F-150 tends to be scheduled every week, or at least here it is. Unlike Maverick, where it's once, because we fulfill all of our allocations in the first week. F-150 is usually building enough that they have to schedule every single week. So hopefully you do soon.
Yeah.
Can Ford make dealers accept a stock order they didn't place?
Ooh.
No, they do not. So we are actually given allocations. If we do not have an order in there, we do not get the allocation fulfilled, which means that sometimes we can lose that allocation. Mm-hmm. But there's times where dealers don't have, actually, that we would lose the allocations most times, because in the region, so they schedule by region. So if we have allocations that we don't have orders for, they can go, okay, do you mind if we give these to them, or are you going to have orders next week to fulfill? We can actually say, we were offered what were we offered? Mach-E's. We were offered Mach-E allocations, and we said, no, we don't want them. But we do want any Ranger, F-150, Bronco, Maverick allocations that you may have left over from other dealers that may not want those. So some dealers, they're in metro like Kansas City or California, where they want EV. Yeah. Like, I feel like Kansas City, they want EV.
Yeah.
So they're going to be like, yes, I'll take those Mach-E, but I don't need these Super Duty allocations. And so we can go, oh, we'll take those. So if you don't have an order in the order bank and you have an allocation, they aren't going to force a stock order on you. They may, though, go, here's a couple of stock units for you. I think they did that with F-150, where they'll just go, okay, you don't have enough orders in there, but you want vehicles. Here's a couple of stock ones that we've already built. Heritage and Ranger Raptor, they've kind of done that, where the Heritage Limited on Bronco Sport and Bronco were both like, okay, we're only doing this many per dealership. Here's yours. This is your build. Ranger Raptor, not quite as intense. It was more like, okay, each dealer gets one allocation, fulfill it when we give it to you. But then, some of the dealers around us didn't want their Ranger allocation, and we got more Ranger allocations.
The best way I can think about that is in 6th grade, when I had a Cosmic Brownie and you had the Frito cheese like chips. Hey man, we can make a trade. Yeah. You need that. I want that.
But it has to be done through the head of the region.
Yeah.
It can't be dealer to dealer. It'd be nice if we could.
I mean, it'd be really cool. It's not quite as easy as trading food at the lunch table, but
But at the same time, we did make friends.
Yeah. Make a lot of friends that way.
I mean, at this point, we don't know who those allocations came from.
Nope.
We don't know who didn't take their Ranger allocation, so we can't be like, thank you. They were just given to us by the region. Meanwhile, we kind of had a bad rap with other dealers because, we sell a ton of Maverick. We have a ton of Maverick allocations and they don't like it. So, but we can be like, but we gave up Mach-E allocations and we gave up, this allocation and that allocation that we didn't want. So it went back into the region,
Yeah.
I feel like that could help with dealer to dealer relationship.
Dealer to dealer relations are actually kind of important. I didn't realize that until I started working here.
Yeah. I mean, dealer trades.
Yeah.
I scratch your back, you scratch mine. You want this? Well, I don't get any Mach-E allocations. Can I have a Mach-E?
Yeah.
I don't get any Maverick allocations. I want a Maverick.
Yeah.
Take one. We want this F-150 that you have.
Yeah.
So
you see those trades happen in a lot of the higher trims, like King Ranches, Platinums.
Yes.
Even the Limiteds, they're kind of.
Yeah. If we are accepting one, it tends to be whatever they're wanting.
Yeah.
But if we are taking one back, we usually try and go for a higher trim level just because we know here our higher trim levels tend to be our bigger sellers.
Well, I don't know about bigger, but they're faster. I know that those King Ranches do not stay on our lot very long. They are gone.
Our farmers like the King Ranches.
Oh, yeah. They're big out here in Salina.
King Ranch Platinum Limited. The XLTs do really well, though.
They have. Yeah, I'm an XLT owner. I mean, it's a really popular
it's the
trim.
Best bang for your buck when you're looking at everything. Yeah. So the XLT I think is huge, and then King Ranch would be the next one, Limited, and then Platinum.
Yeah. Well, and so I hate to say it, but what I did was I bought an XLT F-150, and in the aftermarket department, we went ahead and swapped the seats out for leather.
Right.
So the only thing I'm missing out of a Lariat is probably the cooled seats and maybe some other tech, the power mirrors, maybe some power boards if you choose that option. But predominantly, I just got an XLT and tried to go after the Lariat. I mean,
yeah, it's kind of like Tim did.
Yeah, exactly.
He
like
got his big bend and made a Raptor. Should I not make you?
Yeah, you got me on that one.
All right. If your order has already been scheduled for a certain week, will it then still be subject to the published constraints for the week in which your order is scheduled for? No. So constraints only affect those that are unscheduled. Once you're scheduled, you're golden. Your date might change. For instance, we had someone scheduled for the last week of April, and they got moved to the second week of June. Or wait, May. No, actually, it was June.
Was it?
It was the first week of June. We had someone scheduled for the 22nd of April, and they got moved to June 3rd. So while it may not affect you are scheduled. You are getting your vehicle. At some point, your vehicle will be built. You have a VIN. You're good to go. But they can move it around. But once you have a schedule if you have a schedule to week, they can move it. Scheduled to the day, they can still move it to a different week. But once it's sent to plant, you're pretty much locked in. It might move a day or two, but you're pretty much locked in on your scheduled build today. So, yeah. Hope that answered it. I think I answered that well.
Did you see Mob Sim's question?
No. Waiting for...
Oh, yeah. Here it is. Come on, howdy. Let's get rowdy. This is it. What's in that cup? Sarah, what you got in that cup?
I'm going to let you guys choose.
There's 3 cups on this table to choose from. We're going to need your best guesses in the chat.
So, and I'm going to give you guys a hint. You guys know I do have a water cup. So you have to guess which one's a water cup.
Ooh.
Then I'm going back to something that Tim has drank on the live stream before.
Ooh.
On a regular.
Uh-oh. This is going to throw some people off.
So you have to guess what's in my cups.
Guess what's in the cup. Guess which one's water cup. And then if you can get mine, well, I kind of already leaked it in the chat. You probably know what mine is, but maybe if you were here on time, you might saw it.
So while we do that, Niles,
Uh-oh.
if they get it right,
We got to write down the member.
write it down.
Okay. All
Write
right.
it down.
I'm looking in the chat. Check this fancy slide out.
Yeah.
Worked real hard on it.
So if you guys get it right, Niles is going to do it. We're going to leave that open for while we are going through our dealer news.
No way. Check that out. All right. Which I forgot which one you mixed up. I don't actually know the answer to to be honest with you. Sorry, I'm losing it here. Let's see.
Here, 1 second. All right, we're back.
Okay, this is going to be difficult though, because all right, so we've got members that commented in there, water on the left. Douglas commented water on the left. Now the problem is that your left or my left?
Okay, here we go. Teal, blue, Niles. Teal, blue, Niles.
Douglas commented, anybody read lips? Bro, that's hilarious. I'm done. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Yeah, all right. You know what, Douglas, you definitely you're just you're making it on the list. You're making it on the list for sure.
Teal is Red Bull. No. Sorry to say Mabsim.
I'm so sorry. I'm sitting in Sarah's seat. I got a cough, Yeah.
I usually have the cough.
Yeah, she's usually coughing. I'm sitting in her seat. I've just got to follow suit. I'm really sorry. Sorry to do that. Uh-oh. Mike M. Water in the blue. G Fuel in the teal. Ooh.
Oh, gotta get Niles.
Yep, we got the last one.
All right, so Mike M. Blue is Sarah's T. Actually, Anthony, that was actually a good guess because I usually do have a T. I do not have a tea this week.
Ooh, that's close.
Because I usually have like a hot tea or a cold tea.
Yeah. Anthony, you're close to one of the cups on the table.
Yes.
You are 33% right.
Yes. But Mike M got the water in the blue. G Fuel. Yes.
Wow. Can't make it up. Check that out. That's cool. You nailed it.
So Mike McArthur is actually one of our members that has come down for the member meetup.
Yeah.
And he knows that Tim is was an avid G Fuel drinker.
Yeah. Big G Fuel campaign.
So tonight I have G Fuel Energy Watermelon.
Yep.
In my cup.
That's so funny. That's so cool. What a fun slide, isn't that, Tim? Check that out. We're gonna put this on the back wall. I can feel it.
But who knows what's in his? Anyone? Any
guesses? The early attendance viewers will have probably seen this in the chat.
So
no scrolling back.
While we're trying to figure this out, so I actually did this with Allie. I was like, Allie, we have the same cup. We have the same cup, Allie. And she's like, we do. And so then Kelly was like, what cup is this? And I'm like, it's amazing. It's, this is by Brewmate. Nice. And you just take this off.
Oh, wow. There's no straw going all the way down. That's cool.
There's no straw all the way down. Then it locks. So now it's sealed. You can't drink out of it. It's unlocked. Then you take this off. And I did this for Kelly, by the way. She's like, And Dave's over there like, you're encouraging her to buy cups. Don't. Meanwhile, I'm like, look at this lock-in lid. It really locks in.
That's cool.
Love it.
That's cool.
So that was my first one because I saw Ashley had one at the farm show.
Yeah.
Had to get one. So then I found this. This is a shaker cup.
As long as it's not a Stanley Cup. I don't know what the obsession is with Stanley Cups, but that's got to go.
I can't get that off. Anyways, so we have the shaker part here, a little strainer.
That's cool.
So it shakes it up. It also comes with a straw attachment option that you can purchase separately. So you can make it into a straw cup if you want it.
That's cool.
So like shake it up, but you don't like this top part, drinking out of this type of lid.
You can always go to that. Mm-hmm. That's cool.
So Brewmate, guys, check out Brewmate. We are not sponsored by them. This is not a paid sponsorship. Anyone get yours?
Ooh, Glenn S. said he'll see me tomorrow.
Glenn S.
That's cool.
You're gonna be here, Glenn?
Yeah, Mom said we already knew my drink. That's cheating. You were the early attender. You knew. I think Mob Sim was the first comment tonight.
I was born and raised in Chattanooga. It was about 100 miles from Townsend. Yes. Do you have green tea, Niles or Sarah? Niles has the green tea.
Yep. I'll write that one down.
That was Anthony. So, Mike M got mine.
So sorry. Yep.
Anthony got yours.
And Douglas
had the most creative answers.
Yep.
All right. Tim's going to be like, what are they
going
doing?
down in history right here on the coolest slide in the show.
Tim's going to be like, what are they doing?
Tim's going to be like, brother, you're never coming back on this show again. Don't you ever worry about that.
Sir, you're not allowed to do this anymore. Oh, Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn, I will see you tomorrow. That's hilarious.
I hadn't seen you in the chat before.
I was going to say, yeah, Glenn S., you could have flew under the radar, you know? Could have flew right under the radar. I would have never known.
Yeah.
I would have put it together eventually. Maybe.
I'm sorry, Glenn.
Tomorrow.
I don't know your last name. So I would not have put it together. Unless you said something, which you did. So thank you.
I'm not gonna put your last name out there like that, Glenn. Don't you worry.
I don't even know it. So here we go. So sorry. Even though you work right next to my husband day in, day out.
You ought to buy him lunch. You're going to have to buy him lunch.
I'll let Lebo know. All right. Scheduling notes.
I am so sorry. Please forgive me.
I got to remove the comment. Okay, so I am a lover of Mountain Dew. I truly am. I love my Mountain Dew so much, but I'm trying to be soda free.
Yeah, I'm not.
Really trying.
I would normally have a Mountain Dew in the middle of the day, but this late at night, I don't think I can.
Yeah, I get that. The only reason I'm drinking this because I was almost falling asleep while
getting ready.
Yeah. All right, let's see. For our dealer news, we have SiriusXM offers Ford Pass Rewards members. So be aware, Ford Pass Rewards members can redeem points for SiriusXM offers starting on April 8th. They will be replacing the previous offers, and it's apparently simple to understand and redeem. Offers will appear as tiles on the Ford Pass app, Ford Pass Rewards member dashboard, and Rewards Marketplace. Members will see one $100 offer code tile and one $50 offer code tile that can be redeemed and applied as a credit on a new or existing SiriusXM account beginning April 8th. The offer code can be applied as a credit on a new or existing SiriusXM account. Offers will be shown to all Ford Pass Rewards members, including current SiriusXM subscribers and non-subscribers, and even those without a SiriusXM equipped vehicle. Members must claim offer code by December 31st, 2024. So SiriusXM and Ford Pass points are now able to be used together. All right. Bronco Sport. So 2021 through 2024 Bronco Sport and 2022 through 2023 Maverick loss of motive power. So this has been blowing up on the Maverick Truck Club for the past few days. We do not currently have a fix for this. Ford is working on a fix. As soon as they have one, they will be letting others know. But you may receive customer or media inquiries related to a recently approved Ford Motor Company recall related to 21 to 24 Bronco Sport and 22 to 23 Maverick loss of motor power. Ford is planning to provide dealers an official notification. So once we know what's going on, they said the week of May 13th. So at some point we will know what's going on. Ford is working on a fix. This is just them letting dealers know that there's something going on. Keep an eye out for it. All right. So in our dealer news, we have some order guide updates. So let's get into that. It looks like all of the order updates are on the F-150. Can anyone guess what it is? They added a removal for something, and now they have removed the removal.
Remove the removal.
For the Pro Access tailgate. Remove Pro Access tailgate removal option from optional equipment pages. So you can now add that option onto your vehicle instead of having the removal.
Remove the removable option that was optional.
Yes.
Golly.
They also removed the STX box side decal from the order guide because they were going to have the box side decal, but none of our STX are coming in with a box side decal. Therefore, they removed it from the order guide so that it is, not fake.
We are calling that incognito. No sticker.
All right. So, any questions? I don't think so.
I say, yeah. Chat's being pretty tame tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I'm not in the chat causing up problems.
I haven't seen Ragnarcon.
I haven't either.
Ragnarcon, are you okay? Are you here? Are you good?
Bucko's got a question. I don't know if you want to highlight that or not. I was going to say, do you have any one-piece bed cap cover companies that deliver their covers to your dealership with their delivery vehicle? We have had Lear toppers. They arrive with a semi-truck and require forklift for unloading. Their drivers are really nice, and their forklift, like the accessibility, you just pull right on, pick that thing up, and you're right out of there. I mean, it takes them longer to get the cover off of the semi trailer than it does for you to actually get the forks in, lift up your cover, and pull it out. But yeah, Lear toppers, they're pretty good, and they are also offered on Ford accessories, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are. All right. I'm not into herding cats. I'll never get. I'll need to get stronger before I can tackle a conversation of Broncos. I get that. But once you've worked in a kindergarten room for a year and a half, Bronco talk can be easy. All right, on to our next topic: recalls. There we go. All right. Welcome to the crew, Douglas.
Hey,
welcome. Now you get to be part of our Friday at Chats.
Yeah, that's where we say howdy, let's get rowdy. And then we get rowdy all Friday.
You get to hear a little bit more from Tim on those.
Yeah, look, I'm normally the rowdy guy on Tuesdays, but Tim is the rowdy guy on Fridays.
We have fun.
He is outspoken.
Yep.
It's a good time.
All right, let's see. Recalls. Safety recall 23S63. Certain 23 model year F-150s and Super Duty vehicles clock spring inspection and replacement. So this is a delivery hold. This affects 17,981 vehicles. The reason for the safety recall: in some of the affected vehicles, the steering wheel clock spring assembly may have an insufficient weld between the bus bar and the ribbon cable, which can lead to a loss of electrical connection to the driver front airbag. This will result in the illumination of the airbag warning lamp. The customer may also notice loss of illumination and function of switches on the steering wheel. For example, radio controls or an inoperative horn. A driver airbag that does not deploy when intended increases the risk of injury in a crash. So, owner notification mailing schedule. Owner letters are expected to be mailed the week of May 6th. So watch out for something week of May 6th.
May 6th.
Do you have a 23 F-150?
Mine's 22.
Oh, so you're good.
I'm good. I barely
Well,
got by.
I mean, do you know how many F-150s they make in a year? And
lot.
only 17,000 were affected.
I wonder what percentage that is. I mean, that's got to be abysmally low compared to the amount of F-150s produced.
That's within a week of production. Has to be.
Yeah, you guys are pumping those F-150s out.
A week or two, because this affects the Dearborn, Kansas City, Rouge, Kentucky, and Ohio plants. It's also affecting Super Duties. That's interesting. All right. I was trying to fly below the radar, but gave up. We don't require you to fly below the radar here. Be yourself.
Oh, yeah.
As long as you are being nice to one another, be yourself. All right, we have a safety recall. Certain 2020 through 22 model year Explorer vehicles, rear axle bolt fracture. So reason for the supplement, attachment 5, technical, or wait, sorry, wrong section. This affects 224,413 vehicles. So in the affected vehicles, a rear axle mounting bolt may fracture during vehicle acceleration. A fractured rear axle bolt will allow the rear axle housing to move out of position, resulting in severe noise and vibration. If the rear axle bolt breaks, the drive shaft or half shafts may become disconnected, resulting in loss of transmission torque to the rear wheels. Transmission torque is necessary to hold the vehicle in park and is also needed for the vehicle to move forward or backward. The loss of primary park torque will allow the vehicle to roll in park if the parking brake is not applied, increasing the risk of crash and injury.
Park ain't parked.
Right.
Golly.
So, owner notification and mailing schedule. So this affects police units and non-police units. So the non-police unit owners will get a letter the week of June 6th. So keep an eye out for that. Or talk to your dealer. They can look up your VIN.
Yep.
All right. Safety recall 24S25. Certain 21 to 24 Bronco Sport vehicles with installed hood scoop accessory. Hood scoop accessory removal. This affected 928 vehicles.
Small.
Yes. So reason, on some affected vehicles, the installed hood scoop accessory may become dislodged from the hood during vehicle operation. Hood scoop that detaches while driving can damage the windshield and or create a road hazard for other users, increasing the risk of a crash.
That's the most professional way I've ever heard someone say hood scoop flew off. That's exactly what that means. And that's the most professional way anyone could have ever put it.
Yes.
Dislodged in vehicle usage. Like, brother, that's
it flew
top
off.
tier. Someone went to college and definitely.
So let's see. So 21 to 24, that's a very broad spectrum of model year, and only 928 have been affected. That's interesting. Owner letters will not be mailed out for this program as VINs are not associated with this accessory.
So do you think that happened when they ordered, like, did they order the hood scoop when they ordered the Bronco Sport?
I think so, because it's the hood scoop accessory.
Yeah. That has to be like an
add-on.
Yeah. I don't think
would that be a dealer installed add-on or a factory installed, do you think?
I would assume.
I think since it's such a broad range of model year 21 to 24,
yeah,
and only 928 were affected, that makes me assume it's a DIO or a Ford accessory that was ordered, because not a lot of people have ordered them.
I was going to say, having a hood scoop DIO, I don't think I've ever had one come through.
So
I've sold a lot of hood scoops.
Yes.
And haven't had a issue with those.
Not too many are ordered with hood scoops.
Dislodging. I'm going to have to start using that. That's cool terminology. Dislodging.
Yeah, that might be one that Tim and I need to revisit.
Yeah.
For his thought process.
So
all right.
What's on Tim's mind?
What's on Sarah's mind with Tim? All right. Customer satisfaction program 23B57 supplement 1. Certain 22 and 23 model year F-150 battery electric vehicles, BEV for short, the affected vehicles in build date for 23. Wait. Oh, right. Here we go. Sorry. I highlighted the wrong sections. The vehicles affected, 56,476. Reason for this program: some of the affected vehicles may have high voltage battery modules that can cause diagnostic trouble. P0B24, hybrid battery voltage unstable to set, causing a stop safely now message to appear on the instrument panel cluster, and the vehicle's high voltage battery output to be limited. All vehicles receive an update to the battery energy control module software strategy that detects if the high voltage battery experiences a voltage deviation and may enter the vehicle into a reduced performance state. This updated software is available for dealers to update or will become available as an over-the-air update. Owner notification letters will be mailed out the week of September 25th, or like I said last time, you can call your dealer and have them look up your VIN to see if you are part of that. So that is 22 and 23 F-150 BEV.
Good stuff.
That is all of our wonderful recalls.
Check that out.
Hey, VTech.
What is going on?
I like your comment.
Hey, I'm just saying, I need this YouTube career to be as long as possible. Please hit the like button.
So, Tim wanted me to mention we did find out Lightnings are being shipped out.
Lightnings are being out. That's cool.
They're being shipped according to some insider information from someone that we know. Lightnings are being shipped out.
That's cool. That's big news. They weren't going out for a little while.
Just like F-150.
Yeah.
And Ranger. And Super Duty last year. And Mach-E last year.
Our whole lineup.
Listen, when you have a vehicle that you are remastering and making look like new, and you're changing things to the engine and the way things work.
Yeah.
You got to hold off sometimes.
I mean, it's almost a whole new vehicle, right?
Yeah, basically. I mean, we found out with the F-150 that the programming was almost completely different.
Yeah.
Like Blake said that they're having trouble with reprogramming things.
Yeah. Well, speedometer specifically, when we do, like when we add a lift kit to a vehicle or when we do a lower kit and we add different wheels and tires, the wheel and tire diameter, when that changes, we have to recalibrate the speedometer. I think legally we have to be within plus or minus 2% of what you actually are. And so it's taking our technicians a little bit longer than usual to get that dialed in.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're getting it done though. We're able to make it happen.
All right. Should we head on to our Is It True?
Is it true?
So I will tell y'all, I came up with pretty much everything for this week. Tim usually comes up with everything. You know, he gets all the information for the dealer news. He gets the recall information. He gathers everything for the live stream. I just come in, sit down, and answer y'all's questions. Not tonight. I did all the work.
She did all the work, and I'm here to be a nice face and to answer questions. It's a great time.
So, and actually, Tim actually gave me this idea, but we noticed it together. So is it true Atlas Blue may not be available in XL or completely for 25?
Dun, dun, dun.
Now, this is just a theory between Tim and I. So we have no evidence of this. We have no information on 25 Maverick. No information.
Pure speculation.
Pure speculation. All right. So we noticed, looking through orders today, that we have a bunch of Atlas Blue vehicles coming in. It seems almost all of our Mavericks coming in are XL Atlas Blue. I'm going to tell you, we have one order in Atlas Blue left in our order banks.
Whoa. That sounds really familiar.
Yeah. Cyber Orange last year got, like, they discontinued Cyber Orange for 2024. So at the end of the model year, before we didn't even realize it, but once they discontinued it, we're like, wait, all of our Mavericks coming in are Cyber Orange right now.
I mean, a massive influx of them. I mean,
Right.
there was, I think, what was it? One transport truck had every Maverick Cyber Orange, but one Maverick on it.
At least one or two.
Yeah.
I think we actually had one completely Cyber Orange.
That's
And at
cool.
least two more that were like just one off.
Yeah.
Like, it was ridiculous how many Cyber Orange vehicles we were getting in. But they discontinued it. And here's my part of the theory is we had the Cyber Orange discontinued, but they did not replace it with a like color. So there was no option that matched the Cyber Orange in some way for customers to convert to when switching from model year to model year. So they made sure everyone got their Cyber Orange vehicles.
Yeah.
Now, they removed Area 51, but they replaced it with Azure Blue.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't fulfill all the Area 51s. Now we're seeing Atlas Blue in XL hybrid. Don't know if you heard that. Had a little heart attack. Anyways,
That's all right.
So all of our XL hybrids coming in right now are Atlas Blue. Almost all. I think we had a Cactus Gray, Hot Pepper Red, and I think that was it. Cactus Gray and Hot Pepper Red, but then the rest Atlas Blue out of 10 trucks come in.
Yeah, that's, you know, if you're putting your tinfoil hat on, then you're definitely going to notice a pattern.
Yes.
And I'm really excited to see how this all plays out.
Right. So, and then when you're looking through the orders, we actually have 3 Atlas Blue orders left in our order bank, 1 XLT, 1 Lariat, and 1 XL.
Wow.
So when you're looking through it, if you look at the black, we have 20 orders. If you look at white, we have a lot of orders. If you look at any color except Atlas Blue, we have plenty of orders in there. But then you get to Atlas Blue and you have 3 unscheduled orders. So when you're looking at that, the assumption is either because we've been getting a lot of XL and Atlas Blue that they're going to discontinue it off of the XL, or they're just getting rid of it completely. I mean, why have 2 blues?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why offer 2 blues? We can get a different color thrown in there. So we might see new colors coming. This might be a hint that new colors are coming and they are discontinuing one of the blues. So, like we said, complete speculation. We have no idea what's going on with 25. So, yeah, that was our Is It True?
That's a good one.
So,
looks like we have Richard Peters in here asking, good to be back. Question for anyone know a brand of rear step for a Maverick XL? I have a bad leg and can use a step up into the bed. I would need to look into it, but Amp Research, I know they make a bed step for the F-150, Super Duty, and Ranger platforms. I'll do a little homework here real quick and see if I can't.
I like VTEC's option.
What do we have?
Just lower the Maverick.
Drop it. I actually, so in my time here, I have lifted a Maverick 2 inches. I have lowered a Maverick 2 inches from neutral.
Have you slammed a vehicle?
If you count our lightning bolts as slamming it, that's about as slammed as I can get.
VTEC slammed his Maverick.
I was going to say.
So did you know that he actually is a mechanic?
That's cool. That's really cool.
So he did all of his work himself.
Yeah,
he's a mechanic at a Ford dealer.
That's a good person to pick the brain. That's what I know. Let's see here.
He says they do sell steps.
Do they? Let's see.
You do that while I get our next segment.
You get after it.
Going. So, how's everyone else's weekend? Anyone else?
Ooh, well, that's not going to work.
Trailer hitch steps, although that would need to be long enough.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to. You'd have to put a leg over the bed of the truck if you do a hitch step. That's ironic. That's what I just saw.
I've seen them long enough. Like, extensions
Yeah.
that go out far enough that might work while the tailgate's down. But it would be almost level, if not just a little bit under that. So it might still be hard to get your leg up there.
Let's see. Almost there. Sorry, forgive me. Well, okay,
Right.
so AMP Research does not make the, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this on my screen or not, the AMP Research bed step. This is for the F-150 through F-350 platform alongside the Ranger. However, they do not make it for a Maverick.
Okay.
So that is unfortunate. I thought I had a nose on the trail, but unfortunately I don't.
Yeah.
I might have to do more homework on that for you.
VTech, would you be able to drop in a link or tell us where we can find a step? Yeah, I think Harbor Freight has one, but might not work with the Maverick. That's the thing. Everyone has one for the F-150 or Super Duty because those are tall trucks.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people haven't made one for Maverick just because they're like, who needs help getting into this?
If you were to try and like walk into the bed and stand up in there, I could see needing a step. That's a healthy step to get to the bumper, but
yeah, I mean, I can't just step into it.
No, I think a nice step stool would be a pretty good height to.
That would be a good idea.
Have that in the bed or the back seat, maybe.
What about a step ladder for more security?
That could work.
So have like a step ladder. So then you don't have, just a step stool randomly down below that you don't know exactly where it is. You could get a step ladder that you keep in the back of your truck and you pull it out and it has like the railing and everything. If you could find one that matches the top of that, that would give you a good place to go, oh, yep, there it is, and walk down onto it.
Yeah.
You'd have to put away, but that might be a solution for you.
I have in here Ken Light. Any idea when order banks will close for the 2024 expedition?
No, we don't know.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm more of the accessory and performance guy. I apologize sincerely.
Yeah.
But
okay.
It looks like VTech sent a link for an option.
Okay. I'm going to have to log out of Tim's email and log into mine. Which email did you send it to?
Oh, I don't know if...
Because VTech, you have like 2 of my emails. And I don't want to log into all of them here. I'm right there. I'm already logged in on Tim's computer.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. That's all right.
All right. So we are actually going to present, share my screen. So, Richard, I'm going to send the link of what VTech found to you later on.
Ooh, VTech said on the chat.
Oh.
Let me take a look here, VTech. I might have overlooked that.
Yeah, try sending it to my email. I don't think you can see links in the chat. I know Tim likes to post things there, but I don't think you can actually see them. Okay, so
yeah, you're right, Ridgeview. I like the drones. Drones are a lot of fun.
Yes. All right, so let's hop into our next segment. What's on my mind?
Could be anything.
Literally anything. I have such a spacious mind that jumps from topic to topic.
Hey, but you know what? It's all about Ford, so that's good.
Yep. All right. So tonight we are going to talk about campers. Tim showed us his camper last week.
Yeah.
He is headed to Tennessee tonight. So I actually was on the Maverick Truck Club forum and saw someone made a DIY teardrop camper. And I'm like, you know what? This week, let's look at some Maverick camper options. So I've actually grabbed some. Sorry, guys. I have to log in.
A lot of towing questions coming out of the Maverick area when it comes to campers and what they can pull.
No, I need to share it there. Gosh darn it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any questions for Niles on Aftermarket while I'm getting this going?
I was going to say, I am available to answer those accessory and aftermarket stuff. Although DIY trailers does sound something right up my alley. I do enjoy a good trailer.
Yes.
That's good stuff. Utility trailers especially. I was going to say, if there's any pictures of people loading up their Mavericks with trailers or anything like that, I am definitely interested. And I'm going to drop my email just so that you guys can send those to me because I like that. Products. Alan, what did you find? Is it the product about the bed step getting in on the Maverick? That's cool. That's a lot of cool. I mean, if you had an EcoBoost and you had the max trailer tow package, you can get up to 4,000 pounds. Even in my F-150 with my four-wheeler and my mower on my trailer, I'm still not at 4,000 pounds. Technically, I don't really need the F-150.
True.
But I love the way it tows. I love the way it tows.
All right.
Cover for 35.
Let us present this. I have it here. We are going to pull us down here, and I'm going to fit this in here. All right, we don't need this anymore. There we go. All right, so we're actually going to start off with this one. So he is pulling, what was it that he has? This lightweight camper at 1,600 pounds, all aluminum, 6 foot by 13 enclosed cargo, empty under 1,000 pounds. He designed the interior as versatile possible with full down table and working shelf, along with functioning RV toilet and sink with freshwater black water tanks. You need to add the trailer axle lift kits for water tank clearance bought from the axle manufacturer or Amazon. Added built-in microwave, Bluetooth, audio, and LED lights. It also has an AC unit, power exhaust fan, and he can connect to AC and have AC-DC converter. He took an enclosed trailer and made it into a camper. So here it is.
That's cool.
That is awesome. So Maverick has been marketed as the DIY truck, the DIYer's perfect truck. You have that flex bed in the back, make your own, whatever, your dividers, your bed cover. It really inspired the DIYers of the world.
Yeah.
And here it is with the campers. So a lot of people are like, can I tow with a hybrid? Yes, you can, as long as it's under 2,000 pounds. But should you tow with a camper or tow with a hybrid? Yeah, you can. Yeah. So a lot of people are trying to find lightweight camper options that they can use with their hybrid. Another way that you can, do it is go up to the EcoBoost. Without the tow package, you will have a 4,000 or 2,000 pound limit on that one as well, but you have the all-wheel drive system. FX4 will also have 2,000 pound limit until you move up to the 4K tow package. At that point, you'll have 4,000 pounds, and Tremor cannot have 4K tow package added.
Boom.
There. Anyways, so that's the exterior. He added
that's cool.
A door that looks just like a camper.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I mean, everything about that looks like a camper, but it also looks like a normal trailer.
Right. That's like an interior of a camp. Like,
you know what though? I mean,
I love this. Look at that little sitting room.
Yeah. How easy would that be to pull all that back out and use that as a toy hauler? Because there is a bathroom in there. So I don't know that you want to remove that, but I think it would be really easy to pull like a four-wheeler in the back of that or anything like that in case you're going out somewhere.
Use that with a bike.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be easy.
Mm-hmm. Got sink. Ooh.
That's good stuff. That's
a little table. Look at that microwave built into the wall.
That's cool. Is there speakers above that?
Yeah.
Speakers. You got a little table that it looks like that folds up against the wall, so you have more room to walk around and stuff.
My gosh.
That's a heck of a trailer. That's a heck of a setup right there.
I love that. And it's only 1,600 pounds.
Yeah, that's right. That's right up your alley for the
That's
for the
perfect.
hybrid.
Yeah. Absolutely love that. So from here, we're going to go to our bookmarks. All right, because I want to show you guys the DIY. Not that one. Not that one. Maybe. Oh, nope. Okay. So anyways, okay, this one is not home built, but Niles. This is my favorite one.
This is it right here. This is the stuff.
Is it. Okay. So this is a Sylvan Sport Go. Have you heard them?
No.
Okay.
Do
do you see it?
Yeah.
Does that look like a camper?
It looks like it has the ability to be a camper.
Okay. So he actually posted pictures down here.
Oh my gosh.
It pops up.
Check that out.
It has a camper shell. I absolutely love this, but it gets better.
That's crazy. It looks like it has a pop out.
You take off the tent shell, and it becomes a trailer.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's the best of both worlds right there.
That's perfect.
And how much does that weigh? Did it say in there?
It did.
Sorry,
it does.
I'm quizzing.
No, you're good.
You.
You're good. That he didn't say.
Didn't quite say, but it does look like it would be
way under, because those are aluminum hollowed out tubes.
Yeah, if you've got aluminum extrusion and you've got the ability, a lightweight tent, those look like some normal like itty bitty trailer tires. Because that can't be above 2,000.
He did a 8 states, 1,000-pound trailer.
Wow.
Hybrid Maverick, 2,000 plus mile round trip across 8 states in 2.5 days to have his camper refurbished.
Wow.
He got a new camper shell put on. That's
cool. Under 2,000 pounds. And if you have a hybrid Maverick under 2,000 pound trailer, your fuel economy, I don't know that it's not obviously going to be what it usually is, but it's got to be up there. I mean, you're got to be in the mid 20s.
Yeah.
I'd still think.
Right.
That's crazy.
Well, I love the versatility of this. It's a camper, but then which it has beds on both sides.
Yeah. Well, the pop-out tent, I mean, that's just crazy.
Right?
That's good stuff.
That's amazing. But then you also get a trailer.
My question is, though, being as tall as I am, how am I going to fit in that?
So
if you
look at this, this doesn't give a good accurate.
Well, there's a moped in there.
Yeah, there's a moped here, but you can see here that it's extended taller.
Yeah, well, standing up, I'm not too worried about, but when I lay down,
true.
I've got that length. You know what
I mean? Put some plywood.
Yeah, just unzip the back of the tent and let my feet hang out.
No. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Love it. No, I'm saying okay, so you have a walkway in there, the door. There's a walkway in between the two beds.
Yeah.
Take some plywood, set it between there.
Yeah.
Put another mattress. You're good.
Yeah. That's how it'd be. That's a really handy setup. That's cool.
Yes.
You don't see that too often.
Bucko
just said it's 15K. Oh.
Okay, that's not.
I guess if you're looking at like campers and like mobile like living quarters,
not too bad.
15's probably.
Well, and you're getting 2 in 1.
Yeah. I'm just thinking though, if you were to tell me that I bought a $31,000 Maverick and then turn around and spent half that on a camper to tow it. That's a setup. I mean, that's a really good looking setup. I won't lie. It's a good setup.
All right. So next we have this home built teardrop camper. This is the one I've been talking about. Oh my gosh, I love it. And the interior, you can tell he has a female with him because the interior has been dressed up. But look at that. Okay, so he says that he did a 2,700 mile round trip with this. He has an XLT FX4 4K. But can you guess what the weight is on this?
I'm going to guess 2,500 pounds.
15.
No way.
Yes.
That's crazy. I was 1,000 off.
So the camper is a 2015 third owner home built teardrop. So he did not actually build this.
Home built. That's impressive though.
Home built. 4 foot by 10 foot. Estimated load weight 1,500 pounds.
Wow.
So then he shows the interior. So maybe he didn't actually do this because he's the third owner to have this.
That's all right though. I mean,
well, you'll see what I mean by the interior. So it starts off with this. It's being mean. So you start off here. It's 2 doors, a door on each side. So if you have 2 people in there, you don't have to both climb over each other or anything.
That's handy.
You have 2 doors.
That's honest. Well, not only is it handy to like get up and move around in the bed and stuff, pop those doors open, get some airflow in that thing. You know what I mean?
Exactly. One has to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. I don't have to climb over you to get out.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's cool.
Love it. So then they added an AC fan on there. Well, no, that's an exhaust fan. So that wouldn't be an AC unit. That would actually be just an sorry, I got distracted by comments. Anyways, so this is just a fan that's going to suck air out or push air in, depending on what your temperature is like. So you can see they put like constellations up here. They have like a nice shelf down here where you can literally tell that that's where your feet are supposed to go.
Yeah.
But they have baskets, so you can put like your shower stuff up there and all the things that you're going to need up there. So then you're good to go. That is an AC. You can see right here.
Wow. That's cool.
So,
What
and
a
then
setup.
you have a light up here. You have outlets.
Wow.
And then there's the back.
That's cool. And it pops up with a little hatch. That's sick.
Home built.
That's really cool.
I love this. I love the ingenuity of people. I keep hitting the desk. I need to stop doing that. Let's see. Here, I actually need to unbookmark this.
Wow. There's so many cool, like, I like how the Maverick is, it's known for being a very modular setup and how like versatile the Maverick can be.
Yeah.
And then you get into the world of like campers and stuff like that. And then you start to see some real ingenuity.
Yes. Okay.
Having both the modular Maverick and, my gosh.
This guy has a YouTube channel. He's done multiple different camper builds, low budget camper builds. So first off, he has these trays, and he doesn't give a good picture on here, except up here, but he has trays in the bed of the Maverick with a tent on top.
Okay, so this reminds me a little bit. There's a company out there called Decked, DECKED.
There we go.
I'm typing it that way that I'm not getting misinterpreted here. And it is exactly that. It's a bed slide out system, and you still have access to the bed.
Yeah.
And I think that's so cool.
Right. So here you can see they have he does kitchen gear, camping, backpacking gear.
Yeah.
There's the shelf that he has, and he adds a tent on top of it.
And then as you know, they do have like air mattresses that have wheel wells cut out, and so you can air up an air mattress. And with that, you don't even need it because it's on top of the wood.
Yes, his shelving system is sitting on top of the wood.
That's so cool. That dude's doing it. That dude's doing it right.
So on top of that, he also had this one.
Oh, wow.
That's a camper that he has built into the bed of the Maverick.
I wonder how, okay, so that's a lot of wood. I wonder how much that ends up weighing. Like how.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to.
Look at that.
That's so cool.
So
he's videoing that from up to down. So like the camera's above him.
So this was before he finished it.
Wow.
But he did finish it, and it looks great. But he puts it in himself. He takes it in, puts it in, takes it out, puts it in.
Sheesh. That's a system right there. That's a whole system.
But did you see the back end? So you need more sleeping room. Pull that out this side.
Wow.
Pull out that wood area. Pull it out, and you have a bed. And then you have a window there. So you can easily take stuff in and out and store things in there.
Wow. I have a lot of these ideas in my head, not like that, but just ideas in my head. And there's just no way that I can turn my mind into reality.
So then I saw this one, and I'm not sure who posted this one, but look at that. That's a nice little wooden little bike cart type of thing.
That does look like a bike cart.
Yeah.
Wow.
With a sunroof or solar panels.
That's so cool. The Maverick community is undefeated. I mean, that is just insane. That's cool.
This was the one
You were just on it.
I was just on it. Okay.
That's cool. Man. The bed of a Maverick and its capabilities in towing make it just unmatched.
So this was the one where he actually did a video where he actually showed it off.
That's really
the finished product. Here. So he actually takes the topper, his bed cover, and puts it on top of the camper, and that's his roof.
Oh, yeah, that's...
See, he put the rail system in.
That's no stone unturned. I mean, you were using all of your brain.
He has a bed cover. If he takes it off, then it's just sitting in his garage. Well, put it on top of the camper shell.
Yeah.
That you're putting back there.
Yeah.
Now you have a roof.
That's
and he
cool.
didn't have to buy more wood or anything to put on top of it.
That's cool. That's really cool.
So he takes it off. He shows his whole install.
That's really cool.
He lifts this by himself.
That's a man.
So he'll actually show you. He lifts it onto. Yep.
Wow.
So it's not too heavy.
Wow, that's it looks like one of those Harbor Freight furniture dollies.
Look at that. He's doing this by himself.
Yeah. Picks it up, rolls the dolly a little closer. Check that out.
Just has to get up on the lip of it.
Get it in there. That's cool.
Yeah. So there's an option for you. He actually goes through his entire build and how he did it and shows you the inside of that. That is a small little crevice there.
Wow.
That's where your feet go.
I mean, you are in the bed of a Maverick, so that's cool.
Yes.
Check that out. Huh.
Little table, window.
Wow.
He thought of it all.
Yeah, no, that is using all of your brain. That's big stuff right there.
So, okay, now off of the DIY. Let's see. Oh, okay, back onto the DIY. This guy, oh wait, nope, not DIY. Sorry. He got roof rack rails put on.
Roof rack rails with the tent on top. That's cool.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Ghosting said 2 watching, me and you, Ridgeview. And then VTech commented, uh-oh. Yeah, that's a good question, VTech. If it is blocking the third brake light, I wonder what's going on there. That's a tech would notice that, VTech. You know that?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm going in here to make sure nothing is going wrong. Yeah, we only have 2 viewers tonight.
Uh-oh. Well, you guys are hanging out with us. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So he has the roof rack rails on there.
With the bikes in the back.
With the
That's
bikes in the back.
That's
and then he can put it on his bed as well.
Wow. That's really cool. I mean, that's a lot of bike to have in the bed of a Maverick, but the roof tent, that's cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, Moondog, that's a good point. You definitely could put the third brake light. It's a wire harness extension. I bet we could make one of those pretty easy.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
I'm going to take some of these off and unbookmark them.
Man.
All right. Yeah, see, here's the tent. He found a bed tent that fits the Maverick that's 4.5 feet long.
That's really cool. Wow.
So there's another option.
The Maverick bed is still undefeated.
Another option right there. Okay. That's not really a camper, but. All right, so another DIYer. That is a tent.
Wow.
That hitches here. onto the back of
wow.
the Maverick. This is the tent, I believe. Then you have a table that he constructed and a umbrella that he constructed. So he actually went through it. There's the tent popped up. And there it sits on the hitch.
That's cool. And oh man. I was about to say that is I was gonna say that's a long way to stick out there, but if it folds up, that's great.
Yeah, but he made this all completely by himself.
Wow.
Yeah, and he documented it very well. Like there's the frame.
Wow. That's snazzy. That's cool.
Yep. I'm loving the ingenuity of people.
Huh.
Is YouTube being special?
It must be. I don't know.
Well, I know our topic isn't like Tim's topic tonight, but
hey, we took it over. We're doing it. At least the thing you got to think about is at least there was a live stream tonight. You guys could have been out there without one and you wouldn't have known what to do.
Tim would have posted a video.
You would have posted something. You're right.
Yes. All right. Let's see. Rolled the camper out of the garage. There we go. There's a camper for you.
Wow. That looks like something that's given the Maverick a run for its money there.
That's actually under he has the 4K tow package. You can see he has the FX4.
Yeah.
So most likely he had 4K and he's good to go.
Looks like he's ready to rock. That's a good looking Maverick setup right there with the sky in the background. That's a good picture.
I know. That's a gorgeous picture. Can't wait to go to Colorado.
That's going to be nice. It's going to be real nice.
All right. We have a camper shell. So he DIY'd this.
Wow.
That is off of a first gen Tacoma shell. It's the right width and 6 inches long. So he literally constructed this with scraps.
Wow.
And a little bit of hardware from the store.
Wow.
Like that is mostly scraps that he has found. He found the cover somewhere and then he went and found some wood to put on there. Like he didn't go and buy most of this. I think he said he did it for under $100.
I'll tell you right now, if you're doing that for under 100, that's cool. I mean, that's a setup.
Like, oh, and then this, so then water's not getting in between.
Thought of it. I mean, just seeing, like we talked about, the innovation, just using every bit of everything you can think of, crossing out all those problems.
This is how he traveled home with it.
Wow.
And I don't know if you can see, but it's black. It's blending in. His roll top cover is sitting in there rolled up. He did not remove the cover before putting this on.
That's cool.
He just clamped it on. So you can see right there.
That's really cool.
He just clamped it.
That way that if he ever takes the bed out of there.
Yep.
Wow.
So.
That's cool.
Yeah. I absolutely love everyone in the Maverick Truck Club. Y'all are amazing.
It's just insane to see like the grit and determination paying off and coming through. That's so cool.
2 years on the road, living in my Maverick and camper.
He has
a Scamp camper. And you can see it has a satellite dish on it. But he also has a tent, a rooftop tent. But it looks like it's anchored onto a system over the bed.
Wow. You're overlanding. I mean, you can go wherever you want and stay there however long you need to.
He's been doing that for 2 years.
That's awesome.
He's been living in that setup for 2 years.
That's really cool.
And I love it. Because that's
awesome.
Literally is on, that basically gives you a bed topper. So you have a lot of room in there in the bed. And you can probably fit a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
And then you have the camper. And
well,
the
then
tent.
you got, obviously, as you see, you got the back seat of the Maverick and the underseat storage. That's a whole lot of vehicle. Kids. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I got 3 dogs. I mean, that's like 1/3 of a kid, right?
Yes.
I mean, my big dog, he's 110 pounds.
I mean, dachshunds give you more of like two-thirds of a kid, but
I mean,
well, but then the big dogs give you 2/3 of a kid for their size.
I was gonna say, if you had to feed my dog, I don't know, he'd want your dachshund
Oh,
back.
that's not. My dachshunds are stubborn.
Yeah,
They're stubborn little creatures that refuse to be potty trained.
I've got 2 German short hair pointers. I understand the stubborn and high intensity.
So this guy has a. Let's see. They looked at Scamps. They looked at a couple of others. They wound up with a new camp tub. Don't know. A 320S Boondock, and it fits their needs. They don't give me the weight or anything, but it's a little teardrop camper. It has a stove, a sink, a bathroom, anything you could think of. A microwave. It has a microwave and a TV.
That's intense. That's a lot of stuff in a camper.
That is doing it right there. Yep.
That's cool.
So there's another option. It looks like it would be under the 2,000 pounds, so you could probably tow it, but you would have to do some research on that one. Let's see who else we have. Brandon, your Maverick has been released from the factory.
Ooh, congrats, Brandon.
So we just need it to be shipped.
That's cool.
It's produced, released, shipped.
We are almost there. That being said, whenever you do get the notification for your vehicle being shipped, go ahead and shoot me an email with what you want. That way I can get your parts on the ground.
Yes. And I let Lonnie know that you were getting built this past week. So
that's good stuff.
Right. So this is a hybrid pulling this. I don't know what it is. It's a Pro Life Plus 3. Not sure what its weight is. He doesn't say, but he's apparently pulling that with a hybrid.
Wow.
I am unsure about that. That would have to be a very lightweight.
Wouldn't want that thing loaded down.
No.
But I mean, if you're sub 2K, that's good. You're good to go. So
yeah. Another picture of it. Yeah.
That's cool.
I can attest. We actually had a camper. Lebo and I had a camper. We had a Transit Connect. Its towing capacity was 2,000 pounds. We believe that pop-up camper was just over 2,000 pounds.
Ooh.
Our Transit Connect whined a little bit, but it got it home.
It didn't like it. Wow.
And then I bought the Maverick to haul it, and then it broke on our first time out, and we sold it.
Yeah. That's recreational vehicles. Sounds
it was an old pop-up camper. The cable snapped while I was in it.
Yeah, that's not fun.
No, scary as heck. Oh my gosh, here is one that I really like. This is such a unique camper. Look at that. That's just enough room to lay in.
Yeah.
If you're a certain size.
That is the bare minimum. That's what that looks like.
I think he gave pictures there. Oh my gosh. It looks pretty with that hop upper red.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a good color combo.
And his dog adds such beauty to it.
Gotta love the
I
woofer.
love it. But it pops up here and has a door here.
That's cool.
So there's an option. I think he dropped a link for it in here.
So essentially what you're saying is everybody needs to get on the Maverick Truck Club.
Yes. Just type in camper. Here it is. It's the Chesapeake Lightcraft.
Wow.
There are different pricing options. Starts at $3,465.
That's cool.
Not bad. Oh, and look, you can add a roof rack to it. So you can tow stuff on top of the camper.
That's cool. Yeah, that's real cool.
So just go on the Maverick Truck Club and type in camper. I promise there's plenty to see.
I was going to say we went over quite a few. That's cool.
Yeah.
Love the Maverick community.
Let's see. Yep. And I still have more. Like, I could keep going. But we are nearing 9 o'clock.
We are.
Let's see. Okay. We are nearing 9 o'clock. Where did my YouTube tab? Oh, I got rid of it.
Douglas Blair, without Tim, no rants for the night. Don't get me started, Douglas. I'll tell you right now, I can get going.
Don't get started.
No, I'm just playing. I'll play. Oh, that's funny. Alan said it's 7 p.m. where he's at. That's good stuff.
Yeah,
I'm jealous.
You need to get to bed.
I got to be back here at work tomorrow at probably 7:30 or 8.
You were here at what, 9?
Yeah.
9 to 9, 12-hour day?
Yeah. It's a good time here at Long McArthur Ford.
Yep.
So, but thank you guys for
we did have a couple of questions real quick.
Let's get to those questions.
So let's make us big. There we go. Okay. Anthony Spraccio, I saw on Ford Authority that Iconic Silver will be available on the 25 Explorer. However, that is not the case on Ford's website. What does the order guide say? I do not have access to it on Tim's computer, but I would definitely email you, Anthony Spraccio. As far as I know, Ford Authority is not authority. Sometimes those are just speculations or things that they have heard. So until we see it on the order guide or on Ford's website, which we all know that Ford's website is not completely accurate. They do have boo-boos and mess-ups. For instance, STX graphic on the box when they have no STX graphic. So sometimes there are boo-boos, but most of the time it's not. Oh, look at that. They're on with us. Any ETA on the Ford Performance tunes for 24 Broncos?
Yeah, I looked at Ford Performance, looked into Roush, and did not quite see anything that was concrete evident for us.
Okay. But keep checking back. We can update you weekly. Ford Authority reported 2 Mach-E crashes, one officially Ford Blue Cruise caused the crash, and second being looked at as the possible cause. Blue Cruise is not a secure, that's why Ford requires you to look at the road. They require your eyes to be on the road with those sensors because Tesla does not. And I have seen Teslas that are most likely on their cruise, their self-driving, automated driving.
Yeah.
And they are swerving everywhere.
Yeah.
They are here, there, everywhere. They're 2 lanes over, swerving back.
About to change lanes, no blinker.
Constantly. No, we followed one in Washington, D.C. for 2 miles.
Yeah.
It was scary.
Yikes.
I was like, I don't want to pass this guy, but I also don't want to be behind him.
No. What do you do in that situation, You
go over 3 lanes.
3 lanes and punch it.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was interesting. But Ford has said that the Blue Cruise is not to be completely self-automated. They do want you looking. They do want you watching. It's not automated completely. There are, falters to the system. Your sensor could be off and it doesn't realize, the coding might not catch it.
Yeah.
That's why they require you to keep your eyes on the road, or, they flash up the warning, put your hands on, or we're shutting this off.
Yeah. Go watch the movie iRobot. That'll just explain this whole thing really, really well.
Yeah. But I haven't heard anything about that, but we can certainly check with Tim next week if you want to hear more, if we have more. But as of right now, as a dealer, we don't know anything, if there's a recall or anything. I think I'm wanting to lower my Maverick. If I can time my order and actually place it this year. So with us here at Long McArthur, we are not taking orders for 24. We will take pre-orders for 25 because we cannot guarantee that we are getting any more allocations. As of right now, we have used up all of our allocations. Go back to Maverick Monday. Tim's video explains it very well on what the allocation system and what's going on with it currently. But if you are looking for a vehicle, my best suggestion is to call around to your local Ford dealers or other dealers and see if they have stock units coming in. If they have stock units coming in, they can either, one, if it hasn't been built, build it to match what you want, and then make it yours, or find one on a dealer lot.
Yeah.
I know for a fact one of our friends that we talked to at another dealer, they're getting stock orders. They're like getting 40 orders that are stock.
Wow.
Because they don't have any orders placed. So we'll take stock, So while we don't have allocations for 24, another dealer may have allocations, and they may even have stock allocations that you could either pick and choose from or convert to something that you like with the dealer's help. So my suggestion is, talk to your dealer, talk to your local dealers, see what they have for allocations and what they're getting in for the rest of the year. So we would love your business and we would love to help you, but we can't until 2025.
True that.
So
is there
lane paint? Yes. If you're in construction,
yeah,
the blue crews will not kick in fully. If that paint is faint, it may not catch it. If they are painting new lines, it may not discern the lines correctly if they've moved the lines from where they were before. There's so much that could have happened.
Yeah. And if you live on a gravel road like I do, it ain't gonna work.
Won't even let you turn that on.
Nope, not even an option. Don't even try it.
Hope not. Do you know what my great grandma's thought process on driving on gravel roads?
No.
Go as fast as you can. When you start fishtailing, let off a little bit, and that's how fast you go. Don't get over until you see a dust cloud coming up. Move over once you see that. If they aren't leaving a dust cloud, you don't have to move over. That's
a interesting school of thought.
They need to move over for you.
If you have a dust cloud, well, I guess I'm the dust cloud guy, so I guess I don't know the other end of that part, but
I love my great grandma.
That's cool.
She's amazing.
That's cool. What a thought. I'm going to throw my email down in the live stream one more time, just in case. If you have any aftermarket related questions, give me a shout. Niles, Niles LMP @gmail.com. If you have any aftermarket related questions I couldn't get you helped out with tonight.
Yeah. All right. Throw that up there while we end this. So
I was going to say, is there any last lingering thoughts? Any other last on my minds? Is it trues? What could it be? What's in that cup?
Grandma was a sweet lady. She welcomed everyone into her home, and she always had a meal for every person that came through her door. That's
good stuff.
But you don't want to be the oncoming traffic.
Don't be the oncoming traffic. That's funny. Yeah, well, good stuff.
I actually say that I try and feature myself after her.
That's cool.
She did have such a loving heart. Everyone is welcome in her home. Everyone is welcome at her table.
That's cool.
So I try and embody that. So, all right, with that.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for.
All Trade Nation has something in their cups. Are they live right now?
Ooh. You know what? I think my cup needs a little bit of something in it right now, too. So,
well, we're getting off early, so I can go home and have a little something.
Thank you guys for allowing me to take part in the live stream. I know you and Tim usually do this, so I really appreciate the opportunity to.
Are you gonna help him when I'm gone?
That's if he asks me to, yeah, I'll join him.
Yeah.
I don't. It's gonna be it's some shoes to fill over here. Interacting with the chats quite a bit. So
it is. It took quite a while to get used to, and
normally I'm at home eating some tacos, petting some dogs, answering here and there, but this one was a lot more fun. So
I found it easier to be here because at home I have kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
So question about FX4, do you actually have to get 4K tow with it? Saw a sticker without it, and build price doesn't give pop-ups saying that has to be added. You do not have to add 4K to get the FX4, and you don't have to add FX4 to get 4K.
That's cool.
They are not synonymous together. So
that's awesome.
All right. I think we're going to hop off. Thank you all for such a great evening. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks for being rowdy.
Yeah. So, all right. Stay positive. Be kind to to one another and be kind to yourself. Have a great rest of your week.
See you.